She understands. She doesn't care.
What did you say? Just mind your little business. I'm sorry. Oh, she be popping off at the mouth. I don't know where she get that from.
Oh, right. You really wonder. Guess you wonder where you've been.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
I don't know where she gets that from.
She's out the house. Lance is in and out, and having that time alone has allowed me to wake up and try. I don't do it every day. I'm not good at it every day, but kind of I hate to say set the intention because people say it too much. I hate shit that people say a lot. It gets on my nerves. But anyway, so just kind of all right, I'm going to meditate.
Everyone, Nita hates people. Not just the things they say, but just them being.
I do. I really do. And it's funny that you should say it. That's another thing that I learned about myself, because I've been forced to spend time with myself. That's what the pandemic did for me. When you work at a school, and I did it for 18, 19 years, you don't have time to attend to yourself because it's about these other people's kids. And, that's whether you are a para, the cafeteria, whoever you are. If you work at a school and you got to be at the school every day, it becomes about the kids. So when we were relegated to being at home, and then I was laid off in June of 2020. And it was okay, but I didn't really have a chance to process it. And I couldn't figure out what is wrong with me. And I realized, oh, you have anxiety. I never knew, because you got a school that's all about, okay, do I have this up? Do I have this up? I got this with the parents. I got this. And then you go home and you pass out. And your weekends, you try to enjoy yourself, or you still passed out, or you working, most likely. And so being at home just kind of let me see, wait, who is this? What? I literally was I used to be able to do stuff and now I can't function. What is the problem? I legit did not know. Just no self-awareness. And so one of the things that I learned was that I am actually not a people person. I always thought I was. Then I realized, no, you're a survivor and you are a performer. You work at a job where you're always the one that's put up to lead something because you can do it. And because really what I was doing was joking with people and putting them at ease just by always have something to say, somebody say something oh, if finger guns was a language, that's basically, oh, none of us find you first. Just kind of not even realizing bitch, that is not even you. But when all you do really is work and your identity is, I'm an educator, I fooled me too. So I realized I'm not a people person, which works out because we're not supposed to be around people right now because we'll die. So great. Works out. And I really am an introvert that just knows how to act like an extrovert sometimes. But people get on my goddamn nerves. So anyway, yes. So anyway, I wake up. Sometimes I work out, sometimes I don't. I meditate. I try to meditate. That shit is hard. You're supposed to clear your mind. My mind ain't never been clear.
You're not supposed to clear your mind. You're just supposed to make sure that the voices that talk to you don't tell you to do nothing crazy. That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make a meditation tape then, because the little dude who be talking to me be make sure that there's nothing in your mind.
And I would be shut up.
The sound of your mind. And my mind be this little 5 minutes you're doing this, what you could have been doing is, and then it's a long list of things. So if I have a meeting, because I have 2 part-time gigs right now. So if there's a meeting or something that I know I have to do, I prepare for that, I get something to eat. And I really try to be present. It is hard for me to be present. Even when I'm talking to people, I'm thinking about, who knows, whether or not, does this person, they really want to talk to me right now? Or they just whatever. Or when you get home, you got to do, it's just never stops. So then I'm not really plugged into the conversation and I don't even really realize it. So I think I'm doing better because all these things that I'm saying, I'm aware of it. Whereas before I was just in it and like, what's wrong with me? What's the matter with me? And yeah, and I'm trying to, like when you asked me, like tell us like what you do. And I was like, oh, I'm a comedian and I'm a writer. That was a big deal because I usually say something before that, like that makes it seem like I am striving to be, or like, like the disclaimer language, like even without making a disclaimer, just like, oh, I'm trying to write, I'm trying and like try.
Passive tones.
Right. And so, and it does wonders like that should really do work. So just saying like I finished my pilot and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. So in essence, good things came out of COVID for you.
In some ways, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's human nature to just be like, oh, woe is us, the traumas we have gone through. And I get like that. I'm like, I told, like, it was a couple of weeks ago, I'm like near tears. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired. And I just want to just not have to. Like the constant go. And like the pandemic made me sit in my brain. And the way my brain is set up is I start thinking a lot. And then I start thinking of bigger things. I'm like, well, why is that then? It's like now we're dealing with inflation, right? Who's inflating everything? Like somebody has to put a price. It's not like just numbers are like, something happened and like we should just get bigger.
Yeah, no, right. Yep. Because it's manipulated. All of this stuff is. It all is. Not to sound like a 10, what is it? A 10 can. But I do have a little bit of that sometimes, like.
I mean, but why? This is a thing that I'm starting to realize. Why is it that when you question the inner workings of something that a lot of people don't understand, that you're the cuckoo crazy one?
I don't know, but people always like okay. So like with the vaccine, I'm vaccinated. Lance and I are both vaccinated, but we didn't do that right away. Like we were just kind of like we were basically like, let's see who died first. Like for real, like.
My daddy got it, and I was like,
a thumb out of their ear first before we just be like, we're first,
My daddy got it. He was like, listen, I'm old and I'm scared as hell. Okay,
right. And
I was like, okay, well, Daddy, let me know if you grow another leg or a tail. Just let me know.
Yeah. And then like, well, we wanted to see who was gonna kill over, who was gonna grow like extra shit, but then low key, I was kind of like, who might grow some extra shit that's actually kind of useful? And then like we could find out, like shit, I needed that extra thumb, like you just never know. So I just was kind of like, let me see what's gonna happen. What pushed us over the edge was our doctor. And she was even cautious. She's a doctor, but she was like, all I'm gonna say is ain't nothing wrong with reading things for yourself and thinking about things for yourself. I felt like you are very privileged that at the time, like this stuff happened and you already had a job that was kind of flex time anyway. That is a privilege. I realize and understand that. I wasn't a waitress or somebody that had to be out there. So I didn't feel the urgency. My husband's company, they were like, we don't even want y'all coming in here. He's at home. So we were just kind of like chilling. Now, had he had jobs where he's like in contact with people constantly, well, you got to think about your fellow man. Neither one of us did. So, but what pushed it over was we both have conditions, nothing serious, but things where she's like, if you were to get this now, how would your body hold up? And I knew like my body would be like, nah, this too hard. Bye. Like, there's only so much I can take. You got a little bitty frame and you trying to act like you're 7 feet tall with all this damn weight. So
man, look,
be checking out,
I'm almost 7 feet tall and I was just like, I don't want it.
But that's what caused us to like, okay, let's do it. So we went and got what I didn't know they were calling it this, but I didn't know that the Johnson & Johnson was the hood one. So we went.
I got the hood one too.
I was like, what is done?
Got it.
I was like, first of all, I don't want to come back out in public to get protected from the public a second time. Number two, I'm gonna forget about the second shot. I just already know. I'm not gonna remember that shit. It ain't the next day, 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Like y'all just want me to not be protected. So I'm gonna have half.
They kept making news stories like people aren't getting the second dose. People ain't remembering
because they were forgetting, or it's time for you to go, but now they're like, there's a surge. So you like, you know what? I could best protect myself by having half a vaccine and staying my ass inside.
It's some
But
fright.
mine wouldn't even have been that. It just would have been like, oh yeah, because my brain is tired. It don't hold nothing else no more. Nothing. So we went and got the ghetto one. And I kid you not, the next day, that's when they start saying,
oh, I remember
people's
that. You
like shit is exploding. Yeah. April.
Me too.
Yes. I went to the convention center.
People are having blood clots. Women are
dying.
Yes.
And what? But all the stuff that they were saying happened, for the most part, it literally happened to people while they were in that. You know how they make you like sit down for like 15 minutes?
I saw
it was happening to people then.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? See, I didn't see none of that. We went to convention center. They had the second line music. The teacher and me appreciated their commitment to the theme. Like it was second line. So they kept saying, get in the second line. And then like they wanted you to take a picture. I was like, I ain't doing all that shit. I wasn't with the taking a picture. Like I got vaccinated. I don't know why. I didn't want to do it. I had strong feelings like, no,
it wasn't nothing fun. It wasn't fun. It wasn't.
And I just felt like don't nobody need to know my business. I don't know. Like I'm naturally like that. Like I'd be like that with stuff that's not even a big deal to be secret. Like you don't need to know what I just ordered. Like I just be secretive over it's like.
Are you is there a Scorpio in your
girl? Business? I am a full Scorpio. I tell you this all the time. Ty and I are a day apart, girl. Yes, I'm November 7th. She's a 6th. I am a Scorpio. So everything you heard, yes, plus 20, yes. Where I just suddenly just be like, what you want to know for no reason? Could just been.
All right, everyone. The podcast is over. She's crazy, and we're gonna go this way.
So yeah, we got it, and then we start hearing that. But I was doing my reading, and the batch that they shut down this place that was making it in Baltimore because they was just like putting whatever they wanted. They didn't pass anything, so they shut that down. We got the batch that was from another spot. That's what they said in the article. That's what I choose to believe. Nothing happened to us. We were fine. I got real sick, like flu for 3 days. Lance, nothing. He was just tired. And we were fine. Got COVID August 2021 from him going on a charter fishing trip.
I remember that.
I had just performed. I just done after staying inside forever. I did that show with is it Ed? It was at Honda Wanda's. Yeah, it was their first one. It was like male versus female or something. I did that. Then right like 2 days later, Lance found out that he had it. I had to message everybody like, I'm so sorry. All these different people, but I told them, like they were just like, thank you for telling us, blah, blah, blah. Nobody had got it. Lance had his for like 2-3 weeks and I just kept testing negative. Like I wasn't getting it. And we weren't really separating that much, but then he started staying in the room. He had to get an inhaler. Like it got to the point like he would be asleep and it was just too peaceful, like looking like I was very worried. But we have an awesome doctor and she treated him like he had pneumonia because she's a researcher. And she said, I noticed that all my COVID patients, they eventually get pneumonia. So what we're going to do is I'm about to treat you as if you have it, and gave us like the Z-Pack, like 1,000 milligrams. I'm exaggerating, ibuprofen, but it was close. And something else, steroid, like something else, and cleared him right up. Then Zoe threw up directly in my face. And she tested positive. A few days later, I tested positive. So all of August, we were messed up. She couldn't start school when school started because she had to keep quarantining. Then when she finally tested negative, got her little test, ready to send her to heart, Ida came through. And then they were closed. So COVID was hitting us hard. Yes, I called it COVID. And so poor baby didn't start school. Her first day of school was the day that the schools came back from Ida. That was her first day. And so, but
was that not almost October? Was that not?
It was well for us. It was September 15th. Because I distinctly remember schools had until September 21st to start. Like they let schools choose. Like some schools wanted to just go ahead on and like not start at the little piece a week like Thursday. They started on Monday. Alice Hart was like, we want the piece a week. So they actually went back to school on Thursday, and everybody else was like into the routine. And Zoe, it was August for her. And so, my educator thing like kicked in, and, I may have gone a little bit overboard, just a little bit.
A little bit. Mm-hmm.
What that happened was at this particular school, the pre-K students, they don't wear a tag. I'm not accustomed. They don't have a thing that says like, I walk, I ride in the car, or like, this is my teacher's name. They didn't have that. And I'm not used to that. Like pre-K and K, just a signal to the rest of the campus, like, oh, that's a baby. Like, we need to make sure. They did not have that. And so he told me later on, she waits a whole day and then tells me that she got lost at school. She didn't tell me till I was getting her ready to go back, because she probably forgot and then remembered because she's about to go back. Bust out crying. I got hot, like immediately. I was like, I knew it. Because they don't even wear different shirts. And JP pre-K wear purple. Don't matter what school you go to, your shirt is purple. And it's got the name of your school. And it helps because some children are big, they look like
my kids.
And they fall. but it really does help for people to kind of like, wait a minute, that's a purple person,
Purple
and at this school, we used to call them the purple people. But it kept purple people safe. So I was like, I'm in Orleans Parish. Like, Orleans Parish, I get that. They just don't care. But apparently it's not Orleans Parish, it's this damn school. So, I said, listen, my baby got lost, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't have an attitude because I also understood their side because I was in that spot, but I was mad. I didn't realize I was mad until I got home and organized the entire pantry and had no memory of it. It's like I came out of something and was just like, this pantry look good. Who did this? Then I was like, oh, I was mad. I was real mad, but I didn't want to blow up on the school people because I've been school people before and I was still trying to be, whatever.
And then she has fully certified that she is nuts.
Yay. I'm nuts. So what I did do was make her a bus tag. And yes, was my child the only child in the whole school with a bus tag? Yes. So I may have gone just a little. I don't,
as an educator, I don't think that's overboard because I have had so many interactions with little kids who say, my G mama said that she don't want me to get on the bus. Well, then if she doesn't want you to get on the bus, then what does she want you to do? Are you going to carpool? Are you going to aftercare? Like, what's happening? Do you want me to call her? Yeah. Okay. What's her number? I don't know.
And you have to teach your children the number. It is annoying and it's difficult, but you got to teach them. So.
I use the Kahoot. I do Kahoots with them.
What? Like the little app?
The little test app thing with the Kahoots, where you just like make it a little quiz and it's like a game show.
Oh, yes. Ooh, I've been out of the game. That's right. Because that's the little, I never thought about that. I'm going to do that with her because we've been practicing, but that's a lot to remember. Just the address and the phone number, but I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I wanted to know. But yeah, but it's wonderful. I'm just trying to stay measured, and I'm also just trying to, and I think we're all trying to do this. I'm trying to overcome that imposter, like that thing that just like I put myself behind other people. Like I don't want to be like arrogant. I want to be like the healthy kind of arrogant. Like I don't know, stand up lately. I was talking to another comedian yesterday and he was just like, you need to just go. And sometimes it's literally home stuff. Sometimes I'm tired. I'm really tired and I just don't feel like it. And other times I don't know what it was about the pandemic. I just feel like you don't really have anything to say that anybody wants to hear. I don't know why. And then I don't know if it's because I'm really into the writing right now. Like really, I took a class, a pilot class. It was so good. I learned so much that's what excites me now. But I just think that I'm intimidated when I go to an open mic and all the other comedians are around. I treat them like all of these people are like known. And then he like, who do you think you are? Like, you don't even really go out. You don't even really, it's just like that self-talk. And that's what I'm trying to fight it, but it's difficult. And so I don't know sometimes if I'm using the writing thing, like, well, I think I'm just gonna, like I tell Rochelle all the time, like, I'm not a stand-up anymore. She's like, shut up. I'm like, I'm not. Like, and I'll think of things and write stuff and do things. I just did something a couple of days ago at Howlin' Wolf, but I still just felt like, you're not supposed to be in here with all these other people.
Is it
I don't know how to get rid of it. Like I don't.
Or maybe it is what you say it is. Maybe it is that you really enjoy writing and you want to take that energy that you would do on stand-up and put it towards writing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with just every once in a while doing an open mic. There's nothing wrong with that. I haven't done stand-up since before the holidays.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So what is that like? I think I just feel like, I don't know if I heard somebody say this and I just took it as like, this is gospel. But like, if you're going to do stand-up, like you're supposed to like just always be working and working. And
Yeah,
working.
but what
and I have that little thing like,
yeah, but you have, okay, this is my thing. We're not single, childless, without a spouse. We have jobs, we have houses to take care of, we have all these things. And the pressure of putting like, oh, I like every week I say to myself, I'm gonna go do Carrollton Station. I hadn't done Carrollton Station in like 8 years.
girl, yeah.
And it's not
I
that
like
I don't,
that mic. I actually like that mic. I do. I just like it's just chill. I like that, and I like 12 Mile.
and then that's another one I hadn't done in forever. And it's not that I don't want to do them. It's like after I've been gone, I leave my house at 7 a.m. and I don't come back till 5 o'clock. And then after I get home, you know, thank God I have a wonderful husband who, you know,
Right.
we kind of like we play team ball, like, oh, you know, you dropped something over here, I'm gonna pick it up. Or he'll say, you dropped this, I'm gonna pick it up, and we work together. But as far as it is to, you can only divide yourself so many different ways. And the fact that we are going through the panty raid that's enough. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. And the days I have the energy to do something, I will do it. The days that, you know, I didn't have to, I could drive all the way uptown and come all the way back home and, you know, sign this paper and do this and go to this meeting. And it's just the reason why I've asked women like you to do this podcast is because I don't think the world sees the inner workings of what we do every day, just not even as a mother, but just as a woman. And then, you know, people ask you, well, Ashley, you know, you don't do this no more. You like, they'll ask you, Nita, you want to do stand up. And the questions aren't loaded and the questions aren't coming from a place that's like a malicious place. It's just, they don't know. They
have no idea. But even when you tell people, I think that they
still really don't have it. They still don't know it. It's like,
because it's not just your child. Like you also like your relationships don't just happen by like you, and I'm talking like partner. Like that has to be nurtured and tended to. And like you gotta nurture and tend to. And like, and it's not just sex, it's just like, can you just be here and like we talk? Like there have been times, this used to always happen. The days when I planned on doing an open mic, you know, Lance knew, you know, he's like, okay, I'm not going to do such and such after work. I'm gonna come home, you know, such and such. We try to like watch a show, do something. Because like we, you know, I love TV. I love it. And he does too. And so we have our little thing and then I can go out and I'll be so comfortable. And it's just like, I'm sitting on the sofa, the house clean. She about to go to bed. He cooked or I cooked, like we ate and I got my throw and I'm not even like up under him because our formation is like, he's on a love seat because he just likes it on a love seat and I'm stretched out on the sofa. And it's just like, why are you trying to get up to go maybe be 35th on the doggone list? Because people are like, oh, well, we don't see her all the time. So, you know, all those things. And it's like, why are you doing this? And then when my actual real true self is like, because you want to get better at your craft because you really want to do this. And they'd be like, you're stupid. You got all these degrees in this other thing and your ass could be home right now, but you trying to go do what? Go be Kevin Hart? Okay. And it just feels so stupid, you know, and I would get up and go anyway, but it would feel dumb. Like, shit, my leg hurt, like my foot sleep. Let me go find my shoe. It's cold. Like you just got off that comfortable ass sofa. You know, and I mean, and then there's times when it's tense too. Like there have been times when he forgot, like I told him, he forgot, and he just like, and then and I'm unfair because, you know, like I'll tell him like, remember I was doing such and such, and he like, and he's disappointed disappointed, but I take it like you disappoint, like you don't want to support me. But he's like, no, I thought I was going to be here with you. I was looking forward to spending time with you, and now you not. So I can be sad about that if I want to. But my thing is like, but I told you, like, you're being sad, like it's making me feel guilty. So like it would just be this. I would take it like, I thought you supported me, but you actually don't, and kind of just like keep it there. And all he's thinking is, like you had your mouth fixed for something to eat, and then you get home like somebody ate your thing. And I did not see it like that, because I always skew towards what is the worst scenario. That's where I live. And so it finally came to a head, and he was like, I support you. Like, I'm telling you, like, I support you, but it is not always easy. And I'm not just always going to be like, yay, you're leaving for the evening. And I thought that we were going to, kill a buck or whatever, so I got to do the stay at 12 Mile because I'm number 65 on the list, get home at 3 and, be like, wake him up and see if he sleep to where, ain't nothing waking him up, like not even me, like, or if he just kind of like, all right, I'm here. Cause I do like the little, like, you want, and there's very few times, like that sometimes where I'm like, oh, he's asleep, like you dead. Okay. Cause usually it's like, I guess he did. I'll see him tomorrow. Let me just roll over and go to sleep, and then I'm doing that. And it's like, okay, I got everything in, did this, fuck my husband, but it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Like,